Good morning, or more like good day because it's already noon. But yeah, good day from PAKSE, the capital and most populous city of the southern Laotian province of Champasak. It's my second day here, and boy, don't I have a story to tell you about what happened yesterday when I was trying to take money or cash from the ATM. But I'm gonna try to find food first, and then I'll tell you more about it in a bit. But yeah, it was a rough day yesterday. I just finished my breakfast slash lunch. I had to get out of the cafe because it was quiet in there. I think there was like me and three other people, and they were quiet as well, minding their own business, doing some work. But anyway, yesterday I went to get some cash out of an ATM, and it was Sunday yesterday. So I was trying to get some cash, put my card in, and typed in the amount of money that I needed, which is 2 million kip, which is the maximum that you can get out of an ATM. And then I waited and I waited and I waited, and it didn't come out, so I was starting to get stressed. And then pulled my card out and checked my bank account, and the money was already gone, but there was no money coming out of the ATM. Good thing is that there's an office like attached to the ATM. I think it's a MoneyGram office for like money exchange and things like that. So I went to them, and they said this is very typical for MasterCard here in Laos. They've had tons of people also experiencing the same. So they were not surprised at all when I told them about it. And they were like, it's okay, you just fill out a form, and then they will report it to the bank, or I don't know, to my bank or the bank in Laos. I have no idea, but they needed my passport. So I went to the hostel and went back there to give them my passport. And then I tried the card again using another amount as advised by them, but it didn't work. And my ATM was actually declined. So I had to go back to the hostel to take my other card, and then went back there and finally could draw some cash using my other card, which is a Visa card. So apparently MasterCards are not loved here in Laos. So I would suggest to bring your Visa card instead to take money out of the ATMs here in Laos. But anyway, that was a story. So I have to wait, I think, like about 4 to 5 days for that money to hit my bank account again. And I'm just like, I'm hesitant of leaving PAKSE before I get that money back in my bank account. I'm contemplating whether I should go to Don Dad or not, but maybe I should still go to Don Dad, and then when I come back here I can check if the money is already in, and if not, then I can go to the bank here. But yeah, I'm hoping for the best. So one of the places you should visit here in PAKSE is Wat Luang, which is right in the city center actually. So it's like only 2 minutes away from the hostel. But let me just fix myself first. I need to wear my cover up because I'm wearing shorts. But here we are. Okay, we should be good to go. We're going in. Oh wow, it's beautiful inside. And quiet. And you have access to the riverside from Wat Luang. So I think it definitely makes a nice sunset spot, which I've read in a couple of blogs and articles. But tomorrow I'm going on a tour, and I think we're gonna have a sunset view from the Golden Buddha. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be enjoying sunset from here, but this is a pretty nice place to be at for sunset. Good morning. I'm doing the waterfalls tour today. I think there are like 3 waterfalls and then the Golden Buddha for sunset. It was hard waking up in the morning earlier because we had a late night last night. So the girls and the guys that I met at the hostel and we were just hanging around at the common area until like very late at night. I think 2 a.m. just drinking beers and just chatting. But I think everybody was leaving today because PAKSE is sort of like kind of like a transit place really in the south for you to go to Cambodia or to Dundet. So there's not much happening, but this tour is like a must in PAKSE, or so I heard. So I'm doing it today and find out more about it. I asked if I should bring my swimsuit and they said no because there's too much water because of the rainy season probably, so it's not possible to swim, but it would still be amazing. Maya has done this 2 days ago and she said there are a lot of spiders. I hope I'm not gonna have an encounter with spiders today. It's an all-day tour and then I'm gonna have to decide whether I'm continuing to Dundet or to Gneuang or Gneuang. So the first stop is the plantation. It was quite, I think it took us about 45 minutes to get here. There isn't really much going on though in the tea plantation. It's not what I expected, but I think this must be like an added bonus into the tour. We're all basically here for the waterfalls, but I mean, it's always nice to see some greens. I don't mind really. Our first stop, well, second stop after the tea plantation, but really the highlight of this tour supposedly is Tad Fane Waterfall, which is the most famous waterfall here in PAKSE or the Champasak province. I've seen a lot of great pictures on it, so I'm excited for this. And hopefully no spiders interaction whatsoever. At first I didn't really see the spiders because I'm like, short, but one of the guys mentioned the spiders and I just started seeing them everywhere. You can do some rafting as well here. There's like a package for it if you're up for that. Well, and zip lining as well, but I'm not doing zip lining. This is where you do the zip lining over there. Oh my god, that looks crazy. The zip lining looks so intense, and I think you have to come back here zip lining as well. Yeah, that's not on my book. Yeah, I know I've done the paramotoring, but even with the paramotoring, 5 minutes in, I was so scared. And I wanted to go back down, but yeah, I think I have done, well, at least I've done one crazy shit here in Laos, and that's good enough for me. No zip lining. Whoa. Whoa, that's intense. Oh, I could never do that. No. Oh my god. Actually a resort. There are several rooms, so you can actually stay here overnight. That's pretty cool. The nature in Laos is definitely something. I'm just sitting here now, casually enjoying this view. The waterfall looks amazing. We are on our second waterfall. I think it's called Tad Fane. I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think this is a smaller waterfall. I was hesitant to get out of the tuk-tuk because it's actually raining outside. It's smaller, but I see some cows or water buffaloes, what do you call them? I don't know. And they're just having a great time there by the river or by the waterfall. The rain is getting harder. I think I'm gonna go find a room. I mean, it's definitely not on the scale of the Tad Fane waterfall height, but it's still pretty high actually. You could actually go all the way down to the bottom of the waterfall for the full experience where you get water just splashing over you, but it was just way too freezing cold and I don't have my umbrella, I don't have a raincoat, so I'm skipping that one. I've had lots of waterfalls anyway in the last couple of months and on this trip as well, so I'm good. We're now at our last stop, which is the Golden Buddha for sunset view, but I don't think there's going to be like a beautiful sunset today because it's been raining for the last few hours. Despite sunset or no sunset though, it's very pretty. You can see the whole city from up here. That's great. I like that. Be nice to chill. Just slow down a little bit before we go back to the hostel or to the city. I didn't see it before, but there's apparently a temple here, of course. A temple. So it's called Wat Phousalao or Phousalao Temple, where the construction began in 2006 and was led by then Champasak governor. Wow, it's beautiful. So we're gonna go back to the city after this. I think that's the end of our tour today. And I have decided that I'm gonna leave for Gneuang tomorrow morning. I think I need to be on the beach right now and just have a relaxing time because it's been a tough couple of days with all that's been happening. But yeah, it's been so much fun here in Laos. I've enjoyed it so much. I'm kind of sad that I'm not doing Dundat, but maybe for another time. This will be the end of my vlog in Laos. Thank you so much for watching.